Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing good. So I just wanted to give some comments on what's going on with TattooedChef. I know some people have already mentioned it. You know that they filed now for an extension or basically moving forward their earnings call, right? And their earnings reports. Now, obviously, this is a bad sign considering that this is TattooedChef, that they actually did that in the Q3, right? As you know. And that wasn't very popular. I remember me, Emmanuel, and Foolish Investor, we were there to live stream the whole event, right? And then just a few minutes before, we found that out. Now, we didn't find this out now just a few minutes before. This is actually, my understanding, is several weeks before. So that's a good sign anyways, or at the very least several days. But again, not very good. It's not a good sign. They kind of give out an impression that they're unprofessional. I would say that's probably the biggest issue I have with this, is that they kind of look unprofessional. Now, it doesn't mean though that they're not going to do great anyhow. Maybe not in this quarter, right? Because they did tell us that they do expect to have a somewhat worse of a quarter than they've had, because basically it's it's October, it's November and December. That's not the months where people are going to try something new or try something healthy, because that's month when people are going to actually eat turkey. They're going to eat all kinds of Christmas dinners. They're usually heavily animal based, right? So I'm thinking, and they basically stated that too, that in January, that's when things are going to start taking off for the company again. And I think that's the same with most plant-based companies, right? That's when people have made New Year's resolutions that it's time to change, it's time to work on that health, right? So that's when we can actually see the revenues starting to spike again. And I do believe that they had in Q3, they had about 58 million in revenue. They are expecting 51 million now, right? And I know a lot of people then are thinking obviously directly now, is it because they might have had such a bad quarter? And personally, I don't believe in that. I think it has, again, to do more with that this is new. This is still, it's a little baby. It's a new company, right? They've only existed for about 1.3 years, something like that. It was in November 2020, right? So they haven't existed very long. They used to be a private company for many, many years. So all this is pretty new to them. I'm not defending them. So I'm just trying to give an explanation to try to understand what's going on, because it's not the first time, right, that we've seen this. And when it comes to projections, they haven't been that good either, especially not for Q3 or Q2. And the thing is, what will they have now, right? Will they reach the 51 million that they're hoping for? Seems plausible, right? But we don't know. So before we go out worrying too much, let's just wait and see when the actual date gets here. And then we can take a look at what kind of revenues they actually had, what the margins look at. And we know they actually stated that also in the Q3 report, that we could expect the margins to be pretty low now as well, considering all the shipping costs, everything that's been going on in the world, right? But it's going to be interesting to hear their projections now for Q1 and the rest of 2022. And that's what we want to look for, right? So hopefully we could see higher numbers and better sell-throughs in Q1 moving forward. But I just want to warn you, I think you guys know that given what's happening in the world now with the war in Ukraine, oil prices spiking up, well, this means basically that it's not only going to affect oil companies, right, or energy companies, it's going to affect food companies as well, because their transportations, those costs are going to be even higher than normally, right? And that's going to chip in and eat into the margins. So just something to factor in here, right? All right, but anyhow, I'm just looking forward to hearing their results now in the upcoming Q4 and 2021 report. Guys, let me know, what kind of numbers are you expecting? Does it seem reasonable? 51 million for Q4 and about 212 to 213 million in revenue for all of 2021. Remember, they used to have around 221 to 223, but then they had to, change the numbers given what has happened. So what kind of numbers are you expecting? Let me know down in the comments. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Hope to see you soon, and peace out.